So if you look at, we discussed trading and investment banking before we were on air, and there's the business cycle, 7.9 years is the average business cycle. And what happens is it starts off, it builds, it has a real rise, it gets euphoric, and then it crashes, and then it begins again. And that is called the business cycle, right? So there's things that happen within that business cycle that take place. But the key thing to remember is it's 7.9 years. If you get someone who, the average career length in the sort of high-end financial world, particularly for traders, is 5 years, right? And it's 5 years because it's an extremely difficult job. It's an extremely high-pressure job. It's an extremely well-paying job. But a lot of people burn out. 5 years is the time where they burn out. So they'll go in, they'll make a lot of money, but they're cooked. If you go into the business cycle that's 7.9 years long, and you start at year one, and then you check out year 5, you've never experienced the full cycle, right? So you would believe that it only is based on what your experience has been, and you've had 5 years experience. So of course you're going to think that you've got enough experience, but you haven't actually completed the full cycle. And when you speak to people, I've spoke to people that have done that 5-year stint versus the people that have been through 3 business cycles. The guy that mentored me had been through 3 of them.
Wow.
Right, so 3 periods that were 7.9 years long on average, and he'd been through them. He had his view, wisdom, and experience was completely different to the one that had been through it for 5 years and never experienced the cycle.